Hello, hi, it's Liz here, back today with the Dina Wakley Media Journal. This is the printed ledger journal. There's some information about it there. Last time we had this out, we did the cover, and I'm actually really pleased with how this turned out. I do love it. I'm always a bit cagey about doing covers, but yeah, do like it's nice and happy looking. So it makes me happy. These are little free digitals that you'll find in my Kofi shop. It's not a shop, yeah, it's a Kofi page. So yeah, so we've done quite a lot in this now. Let's just have a wee quick look before we start our new page. Yeah, quite an eclectic mix. I love this. I like all the pages, but you know, there's certain ones that kind of speak to you once they're done. I do love this. And these two. I love these two. Yeah. So we'll do this double page one today. I've got a few bits and bobs picked out. These are from my Collage Soup Face It book, which I'm loving at the moment. It's just full of, look at these ones here. I keep looking at these. Where are they? The green. And I'm waiting for the perfect inspiration to use one or two or all three of them, because I love them. So yeah, so that's the book that we got that from, these bits and bobs. I've got some Tim Holtz tissue paper that I might use. I've got paints, I've got my watercolours and my Sharpie acrylic markers. So there's them, and these are my Alt New, ALTENEW watercolour paints for a little bit of a splash in the background, if we can get them all open. So we've got them, and I've got a couple of leftover bits of rub-ons, still trying to use these up, and although they're sometimes not entirely successful, in the main I think they are pretty successful. So yeah, so I'm standing up just now so that I know that you're in the middle, because when it's this big book, the camera's got to be quite high up, and I'm going to sit down now, so you hear my chair squeaking, you'll know that it's just me and not the mouse. So I was thinking, because she's on the edge of the page, and that's how she came on the edge of the page, and then these were the back of a page which was just all eyes, and I know for sure that I won't use. I just couldn't think what I would do with a page of eyes, so I'm happy to use the pattern paper that's on the other side, and I've just kind of chopped it up going by the pattern that was on it, just kind of like that. And I thought that this would go maybe up here somewhere. Not quite sure. I don't think I need all of this down here. This bit, we'll probably chop a bit off that. And then I've got this spare little bit that I don't know whether to continue it somewhere else along. I'm not sure about that. So anyway, we'll keep this aside for now. That's the little spare bit. So that is how I think the papers are going to go on the page. But before we put the papers on, we maybe want to just add little bits of colour, I think. Or do we want to do the colour on top so that it kind of merges in with these lines, these edges. I think we'll put the paint on top. Might not use the watercolour, might just use the acrylic markers. I'm thinking maybe I want to take the edge off here. Right, let's though get some of it down first and chop a bit off here. Okay, so we just need that amount off there. Maybe we'll just be able to tear that. Right, I think we'll get this bit down. Okay. I've got my sticky. Where's the glue? Here we are. That's the new one, I think. Yep, because this one's nearly done. Yep. Anyway, we might just make it with the old one. As long as we do the edges, I'm quite happy. I think that's pretty much it for that one. Okay, so let's just go down to the edge. These book pages have got rounded corners, so we'll just maybe take a little snip off the corner there. There we are. Okay, so, oh dear, and there's the water. I left it too near. Oh well, that's the water mopped up. Oh dear. So hopefully that's the only oops today. I think I want that on top of that. I don't know, she's looking at me kind of funny. She's got a bit of a glare going on. She's like, what are you up to? Right. It's a beautiful day here today, a beautiful blue sky autumn day. We had our usual walk in the park this morning, and the trees are just starting to go golden at the edges, and it was just lovely. So yeah, right, this right down to the bottom here, and then we'll just get it over to the edge. Yes, I should have taken a wee mini video or a wee picture to let you see where we go and our favourite bench that we always stop at, and really enjoy saying hello to all the dogs that are passing by when we're sitting on the bench. We get all the good mornings from everybody passing by. It's nice. The dog walkers, the joggers, and then at the weekend all the dads with either the pram or the joggy pram or the papoose. They must be giving the mums a break at the weekend. So yeah, here we are. obviously haven't cut that straight, because if that bit's up there straight, then that bit down the side straight, that's okay. My granny used to say there's not a thing in this world straight. I'm going to turn that this way rather than try and do it awkwardly. Right, let's get it the right way around, and then we can trim it off. And then that little bit there. There we are. It's quite the size, this book. I am enjoying it, but it's really big. I think as well when you're doing a double page, which is why I kind of like to do either corner to corner or across the middle, like, or down the middle, or like the one with all the faces. I think it's, and plus it's quite nice to see that there's the, you know, that it's a book like that, a ledger book, because otherwise you could just use any sort of book, I guess. Let's tear a chunk of this off and see how we can maybe take away that edge a little bit. Maybe down there. And I think I want it kind of straight. Let's see, sometimes it just churns up the paper, the tissue paper. Trying to cut it with the ruler. Well, we did it that time. I think maybe there. Just takes away from that big long straight edge. Okay. I wonder if we need a little matching bit up here somewhere. Or if that's enough. I think we'll leave it just now. Okay, so we want to add some colour and bring that in. So I've got my plastic palette. Let's put the lid on the glue just now. The water that I moved out the little bit of water that's left. I should have gone and refilled it, but I didn't. A paintbrush. Here's the paintbrush here. Right, okay, let's see what colour. We've got some pink and we've got some orange. Let's go with that, the pink and the orange about here. Okay, so what we're going to do, are we just going to, there's circles here. I think maybe I'll kind of continue these circles. Maybe, let me see. Let's just do some twirls. Right, so maybe we need to do some pink. That's quite bold. Wow. Well, we're definitely having some fun with that. I'm wondering if we should just do the same up here, but maybe a little bit less. What do you think? Yeah, I couldn't quite hear you there, but we'll go for it anyway. Right, let's see, it's some of the pink on this side. What pink was it? What's this one? Okay, I think I'm okay with that. So let's just give this brush a little clean. Move the water right out the way. Didn't need the plastic palette. And let's see, tidy things up a little bit. So these acrylic markers, I wonder, because I don't think that will dry on that, because I didn't gesso that first, the paper, and I'm just not sure that the watercolours are really, it's a little bit, just taking off some of the puddles because I want it to dry quite quickly for the video. So hubby's made soup for dinner, and it's, you know, it's just the perfect day for soup. It's leek and potato soup. I think it's got a wee drop lentils in it as well, so that'd be nice. So I've got my yellow, my orange, and is there a pink? Here's a pink. That's more a lilac-y pink, isn't it? I wonder if white might be quite nice. So these are the Sharpie acrylic markers that I got, well, maybe a month or so ago now. I don't think you need to shake them. Oh, huh. Add a little bit of white to my swirls. They went a wee bit funny. Let's try reinstating that yellow. Yeah. I wonder if that's enough, or if we just want some white on its own. Ooh. Trying to do it fast so that it looks kind of artistic. I'm not sure that's working. Doing it fast. I wonder if this purpley pink maybe just the odd one. She says doing more than the odd one. Maybe group up there. A little bit of white in here, I think. Okay, have we gone too far? Let me see what it looks like for you. Oh, looks all right, doesn't it? I think maybe we need... Do we need some in there, or are we happy with her just kicking out? For something that was quite muted, I've gone quite bright. But that's okay. Right, let's see. I've got these rub-ons. And then I've got some words to add. Let's see. Do we want to add these and do they match in any sort of shape or form? I'm thinking maybe they do. I think I might put a whole clump up here. There. Now, these can be a bit of a hit or a miss, depending on what you're rubbing them onto. And now I'm rubbing them onto that tissue, so who knows? Right, I'm not going to go on the tissue, but by and large, yep, it's lifted a little bit of the paper up, but that's okay. Emergency glue stick, there we are. Yeah. Why not? Let's see. Another bit up here, I think. We'll try that bit. Give that bit a go. See if we can get some of the splodges in as well. So does anybody watch The Traitors? We've watched all of them, all the UK ones. What else? Australia, New Zealand, all the overseas traitors we've watched. Well, just now it's the Irish Traitors Ireland it's on, and they're just so funny. Irish people are just the best laugh. It's just really quite entertaining. We have to watch it through an app on the television. It's called, what's it called? Daily Motion, if anybody's looking for that. And you can get, there, we just lost a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. What's that up there? Oh, that's from the other page. Oh, it's okay. Right. It's nicely messy, I think. It's actually quite nice. I quite like this, but it's a bit different. Okay, so final bit, I think. We've got our words. These are clippings, sticker book. And I've got picked out something she'd wanted, something mysterious, and then there was another one. She whispered it softly under the stars. And I'm thinking just here for the words. I think that yellow needs a little bit of, obviously pink is what it needs. That's better. Maybe some white. Okay, I'm going to stop now, unless take away a little bit of that white. That's better. Yeah, it just looked a bit odd. So something she'd wanted. I might need to glue these down once I'm something mysterious. I'll definitely need to glue them down. And she whispered it softly under the stars. Now, does that fit? Let's see. She whispered it. Something she'd wanted, something mysterious. I'm just trying to see. She remembered it was something precious. Oh, there's a bit mysterious. It had been nearly impossible to keep. So it's something she'd wanted, something mysterious. It had been nearly impossible to keep. Okay. So yeah, so if you get a chance, watch the Irish Traitors. It's really quite entertaining. And then I think next week the celebrity one starts here, which we're quite looking forward to because they've actually got really quite good celebrities doing it. They're not kind of C and D listers, they're a wee bit more well known. There we are. So, something she'd wanted, something mysterious. It had been nearly impossible to keep. I wonder what it was. What do we think it was that she had? that she always wanted. I wonder if we can get the black line going over the paint. Not really. It's gotten clogged with the... It hardly shows up anyway, but it's just something, isn't it? Quite like to do that. Just... Right, I think that's me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.